Hey guys, Tisha here, and we're back with another Sister Wives review. This is season 18, episode 7, Throwing in the Towel. I'm warning you all now that I'm going to be jumping all over the place because this episode was all over the place. One minute we were with Meri, the next we were with Janelle. It was just all over the place. So just follow along with me. I left some things out. I put maybe some things in, but we're going to make it work. I'm going to do this first, mainly talking about Janelle, then talking about that little stupid scene with Cody and the kids, then going to Meri, and then maybe having a little bit of both of them. So we begin with Janelle being ready to talk to Christine about what's going on with her. Christine said that she's heard through Janelle's children that things haven't been great with Cody and Janelle, and that it's really looking worse than ever. We're back at that good old famous Mexican restaurant that they always have all these meetings at to hear Cody speak in circles. Janelle lets Christine know that she's talked to Nancy, the person who they had a lot of counseling with in Vegas, because she needed some clarity on some things. And she feels like she kind of knows what she's going to do. She feels like she's done. They then show Robyn in confessionals saying that all she knows in regards to Cody and Janelle is that Cody left her house and she called Janelle and begged Janelle not to let him pack up his stuff. Like, don't pack up his stuff. Don't tell him to leave. And she did it anyway. Good for Janelle. Like, what was she supposed to do in that situation? Robyn is really good at telling Cody what to do, but she's not good at telling these wives what to do. You aren't in a marriage with Cody and Janelle, so there's no reason for you to advise Janelle on what she should do in terms of Cody. Cody hasn't talked to Janelle in about 6 weeks since they had that whole discussion. And I think listening to him in his confessionals, he thought that he was going to be able to come back into the picture and that they were going to get back together and everything was going to be okay, because he's so accustomed to just brushing stuff under the rug when it comes to her. Janelle says that their faith speaks against divorce, but at this point, she's feeling okay with the decision of being separated, that there's been no outright abuse and there's been no neglect. I don't feel like that's true. We've seen emotional abuse. We've seen how he's neglected both you, Janelle, and Janelle's children. So how is it that in this instance, she can't see that? I feel like a lot of times we as people just think abuse has to mean that you're like screaming in someone's face and you're berating them. But there are other ways to abuse people without it getting to the point where it's just anger. And Cody has abused these women, in my opinion. Not all of them, but he's emotionally abused the other 3 at least. Cody says that he talks to Janelle here and there since their meeting, but she doesn't really seem to be in a relationship, be interested in having a relationship with him or Robyn or Meri. I love that the only time that Cody speaks about Meri is when it's convenient for him. He doesn't include her in basic things like letting her know that the kids are coming for Christmas or that they're going to be in town for something, i.e. Truly, when Christine brings Truly every 10 days or however often Christine's in town and she brings Truly. He doesn't tell her those things. But when it comes to referencing how Janelle and Christine don't interact with her, that's when you want to bring Meri up and act like Meri is included as one of the wives. Christine is saying that she's never heard Janelle say the things that she's saying, like what Cody's doing at this point in their marriage isn't enough. that she's frustrated because Kody does not treat his wives right. He strings people along. He strung Meri along for years. He strung her along. And now he's doing it to Janelle. And it bothers her because this is what he does. And she doesn't feel like Janelle deserves it. Christine really loves Janelle. And I feel like she is more infuriated with how Janelle's being treated at this point than she even was with the way she was being treated by Kody. It's hard for Janelle to say it's final, but she's very separated. Janelle's not done yet. It's been a month since they had the conversation that we saw at the Mexican spot. And Kody had said in that conversation that he would like for them to do counseling and that they will work on it. And at this point in a month, he hasn't done it yet. We know that Janelle has because earlier she said she's talked to Nancy, but he hasn't done it and they haven't done any counseling together. As she's speaking with Christine, she's struggling to say that she's done. It's like she has one foot in and one foot out. Janelle is thinking that maybe if he were to change, they would be able to work things out. But she doesn't know how believable that is because when Christine asks her about it, she says like she feels like she doesn't see that happening. So I don't understand how if you don't see that happening, what you're holding on to. I feel like their faith has really caused these women to be stuck in a situation that they should have left a long time ago. They talk about Kody and, you know, how he was before in regards to Janelle saying that she would need to see some things change. And Christine says he's not who he used to be. There's a vast difference. They agree that he used to be more courageous and dynamic and bold. And now what he really wants is that a wife that is following him, a wife that's not independent at all. And that is not Janelle. Janelle then says that she's waiting on God to tell her that everything that she's doing and that her deciding to take a step aside from the marriage is okay. Sometimes, it's just my beliefs, God doesn't speak. There are times that you won't hear anything from God. Other people have other beliefs. I'm not knocking it, but you're waiting to get a sign or to hear something from him. And it's time for you to make your own choice. You have free will. So decide that this isn't what you deserve. I want to know if Kody even really knows what he wants. It seems like he did back when he was younger, but now I'm feeling like a lot of what he did, even as far as getting into polygamy, was to please others, especially his father. Think about it. He was in his early 20s when he started his first marriage. So obviously he's not the same person that he was when he first got married to Meri. But this seems to be like such a drastic change. I'm watching the old episodes. I'm in season 2 right now. I don't remember how far into the season I am. But you can already see the difference in him then to now. And it is significantly different. It makes me feel like he was living a lie for a long time, but I don't know which one is the lie. Because now he's advocating patriarchy. And back in the first season and the second season, he said that that's not what he wanted, that he didn't want to come across as that person. So I don't understand how the change happened. Why are you now saying that you want a patriarchy? Why are you now saying that Janelle knew what she signed up for? She signed up for patriarchy. When we see in season 2 that you said that that's not what the wives signed up for and that's not what you wanted. make up your mind. Kody doesn't want to break things up with Janelle because of their faith. But I don't feel like Kody has done a lot of the things that their faith may have told them to do. Christine says that one of the reasons why Kody was mad at her was because she wasn't a good sister wife. She wasn't good to her sister wives. And we all know that's a lie. If you want to be reminded of how Christine was a good sister wife, rewatch some of the seasons, because very early on, even though Robyn was brought into the family the way she was, and they were sneaky about it, and it was taking a lot of time away from the family, Christine still at one point was like, you know, I'm trying to be a sister wife. I'm trying to welcome her in. Even though this isn't what I wanted, she's family now. So how is it that Christine was just this horrible sister wife to Robyn? Janelle then brings up that it's not about his sister wives, that it's really about one person, and that's Robyn. Janelle cannot get past the fact that Robyn has been made to be seen like she's a victim. And she has. In confessional, Robyn says that she doesn't consider herself to be a victim. She considers herself to be the type of person who picks herself up and make things happen and deal with the promises that she made. See, Robyn missed her point here. When she said that it didn't have anything to do with your relationship with Kody, Robyn made herself seem like a victim when it came to the dynamics with the sister wives. So Robyn doing that whole spill about picking herself up and how she's not a victim, that's not true. Because when it comes to the wives, you very much so act like a victim, Robyn. Janelle and Christine talk about how they work together as a family, like they raised their kids and they did certain things. They did it as a unit. And that Robyn, very early on, her kids were separated from them. She even wanted separate childcare. So Christine wasn't good enough to be the person to watch the kids. Christine said that she felt like she could have been a better sister wife, yes. But once Robyn decided to get a nanny, that the line was drawn in the sand. And it was. Because how would you feel if you were a stay-at-home mom and your sister wife that you're supposed to be friends with and y'all are supposed to be family didn't ask you if you would want to watch her kids, especially if she was more than willing to watch them? Why is it a thing that you didn't want to utilize her? I would think that you would want to utilize her because, as you said in season 2, watching each other's children saves you guys money. That's what was said before. So what happened with that? Why did it change? Janelle says that Kody based a lot of his perceptions on the way that Robyn perceived things. How they treated Robyn determined whether or not they were a good sister wife. She said that Robyn has this thing where she plays this card where she forgets things or she doesn't know why something is happening. That's her MO. And she does. She very much so acts like she doesn't get it. She doesn't understand. I don't understand how it got to this point, how we got to this. I don't understand why they didn't fight. I don't understand how Christine could just not want to be with the family anymore. How do you not understand? Did you not see how she was treated? Kody tells you everything else. I guess he wasn't honest to you about how he treated Christine. Janelle can't even bring up Robyn to Kody because when she does, she gets told things like she's done nothing wrong and she's the sweetest person who came into the family. She's loyal and she's perfect and she's given everything to us. So anything that's cross in regards to Robyn is abusive. Janelle is finally being honest about her feelings and I'm loving it. I just keep feeling like Robyn really destroyed the dynamics of the family. Cody says that the current issues that he's having with Janelle have nothing to do with Robyn. What's happening with him and Janelle is Janelle's not acknowledging his pain. What pain? Because someone doesn't agree with their partner's methods or their thought process, I don't understand how that equates to pain. The only person who stabbed Cody in the kidneys was Cody. Nobody else did that to him. Cody has managed to turn his stance on things into stubbornness and hurt. But I don't understand how he's managed to make it about him when he's the one who's been doing the hurting. You didn't contact your daughter for her birthday. You didn't bring your kids gifts for Christmas. You didn't go and see them, even though some of them you don't know when the next time you're going to see them is because they don't live in town. You just almost died, let you tell it, from COVID, and you were in a fetal position. But you didn't take the time to drive up the street and go to the Airbnb to see your kids because you wanted things done the way that you wanted things done. But you're hurt. Okay. We break up the monotony of everything with Cody taking the kids to go ride the mini bikes that he got them for Christmas. He's really excited about it. He seems to be the one most excited about it because Saul in confession is saying that he probably won't be able to really ride it until he's 21. And Cody is saying that he feels like the mini bikes will help the kids learn how to drive when it's time for them to drive. Aurora is on an ATV type of bike, riding around in circles and stuff on Coyote Pass. And so is this where some of the money's going? Why y'all not done paying Coyote Pass? Because we're buying unnecessary toys like ATVs and stuff? Robyn has a lot of yard, and y'all had to go to Coyote Pass to ride. Maybe it's because of all the stuff that we've seen in the yard. I don't know. Okay. Meri. I'm going to try to remain calm, but this whole segment with Meri and Robyn really irritated me. Meri has Robyn come over to tell her about her decision to work predominantly in Utah. The shocker for me was that Robyn actually came into Meri's house, y'all. And she hugged her, even though it's still, you know, the height of the pandemic. She did that. Meri mentions how Robyn always says, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me. And to Robyn, it's going to seem like she's throwing in the towel. So she's kind of nervous to tell her what she has to say. She said that it's been a long time since her and Robyn have talked about things, but she wants to tell her. It's been a long time since y'all talked about things, Meri, because Robyn isn't Meri's friend. I don't get why Meri doesn't understand that the reason why Robyn tolerates her, and yes, I'm saying tolerates, is because she contributes to the family. They want your money. They want Meri's money. They don't really care if they get married or not. Maybe the kids do because she does seem to be really attached to Robyn's children, but I feel like that's the extent of it. It's not that they have this budding friendship. Meri lets her know that she is moving the business up to Utah and she's going to be downsizing in Flagstaff. Why is this a thing? When Meri said that she's still going to be in Flagstaff and she's downsizing, it just made me think, what in the world is she still holding on to? Why is she still trying to keep a foot in Flagstaff? Kody does not want Meri, and Robyn isn't a true friend to Meri. She doesn't hang out with her. She doesn't call her. They don't go anywhere. The only time that they seem to meet up is for the holidays. At this point, maybe just for filming. So what exactly is Meri doing there? Robyn acts confused about what Meri is saying. I don't understand what the confusion is. She said, I'm going to move most of my business up to Utah, but I'm going to downsize and have a smaller home here in Flagstaff. There's nothing to be confused about that. Meri says that she's wondering what could happen as far as Robyn and her kids are concerned and the potential of her and Kody. There is no potential for Meri and Kody. None. See, this is the thing. Once Meri did that whole catfish thing and she was willing to leave his ass, as Kody says, that was the end of that for them. Kody is the type of person who struggles with the thought of you being with anyone else. In season 1, when you tried to say to him, okay, picture if I had multiple husbands, and he told you how vulgar and vile that was and how that the thought of that sickens him. So do you not think the thought of you having multiple conversations with who you thought was a man and who, whether you want to readily admit it or not, you wanted to leave with, bothered him? Why would you think that he would want to be with you? He was done then. Robyn says that she feels unsteady because of Kody and what's happening with Janelle. She says that normally her and Meri stick things out with each other. What is Robyn sticking out? Seriously. Everything is going well for Robyn. So what is Robyn having to endure besides an angry Kody? Meri says it's a 5-hour drive and she's putting a lot of miles on the car. So she just thinks that she should downsize. She's going to spend most of her time in Utah, but she's still going to come back and forth. Is Meri being honest with herself in this moment? Because what's the point of you telling Robyn that you're going to be moving your business to Utah and downsizing if you still plan on having a home in Flagstaff? How does this really affect your relationship with Robyn and Kody and the kids when you don't see Robyn often? You said at one point that you want Robyn to make sure that she starts communicating with you and things like that, and that you don't see her a lot. So what does it matter whether or not you told her this? Were you doing this just for the scene? Like, I don't get it. Robyn says that she wants to make sure that they're still going to be together because she feels like this family can be fixed somehow. It's been 10 plus years. I'm silent because is Robyn really as dumb as Meri? Or is she playing in Meri's face like she's done over these years? I'm sorry, but Meri is dumb. She's dumb. Meri worries that her going to the Airbnb might be so easy that she just gets too comfortable there and she decides that she kind of wants to stay there more. Why wouldn't you want to be a place where you're happy more? She then asks Robyn how she feels about it. Robyn says she's scared, but as long as she's still going to have a place in Flagstaff, that she's okay. Robyn is extremely selfish. And Meri is extremely dumb. Because what's the point of you having a place in Flagstaff? You're paying 2 rents. Well, you're paying a rent and a mortgage. When you stay in Flagstaff, how long are you going to stay there for? Because it probably would be cheaper for you to rent a little Airbnb than for you to sit there and to have this home that eventually I feel like you're just not going to be in. Robyn says that she wants Meri to be around, that Meri is very loyal when it comes to commitment and Meri doesn't take it lightly. And I feel like that's not fair. This conversation pissed me off so much because Meri is so concerned while she's saying how she's feeling. She's so concerned about what Robyn and Cody are going to think. And I don't understand why. This is the same man who told Meri, I don't remember if it was before or after her mother died, that he thought that she would just stay out there in Utah. And he felt like that's what would be best. Go. It's like Meri gives Cody the opportunity to make her feel bad. He already said he wants her to go in so many words. So go. Robyn is just grateful that Meri's hanging on. But she feels a little selfish because she's telling her to wait and it has to be really hard on her to wait. And she's doing the whole fake cry thing. If you really cared about Meri, you wouldn't want her to continue to hurt herself like this. You wouldn't. Meri feels like she's hoping that at some point that he will see her value and that he will realize that this is something that he wants. Girl, he don't even consider Meri to be a wife. He told Meri when they were out that she keeps waiting for him to come and he's not going to come. What more needs to be said? As they're talking, Robyn brings up what's going to happen with the kids as far as, you know, their interactions and stuff like that. And Meri points out, like, she just let her know in advance when things are, you know, going to happen, functions and stuff like that. So she has time to plan to come out there, that she needs to text more, and she has to communicate with her. So like I said earlier, Robyn doesn't interact with Meri. Definitely not to the point where Meri should be willing to stay in Flagstaff and not leave. She then says, when Meri says, like, you need to communicate more, that she hasn't talked to her a lot because the stuff that's going on with the family is consuming her. So, that's why in 2 years you haven't reached out? How does that sound? Meri doesn't have any other family there. Meri's child does not live in Flagstaff. Meri doesn't have any grandchildren. All Meri really has is Robyn and her kids at this point. And here you are saying that you didn't reach out because of what you were going through, but you don't play the victim. Robyn doesn't play the victim, you guys. Don't forget that. She does not play the victim. Robyn then talks about being worried about Janelle. Cody is sitting there throwing insults as he always do, saying that basically that because Janelle's kids are almost all raised now, that Janelle is done. Cody doesn't get it, and he'll continue to try to make it seem like Janelle just wanted to take from the family. And watching old episodes, Janelle and Cody were the predominant sources of income. Janelle and Cody paid the mortgage and other bills. So Janelle didn't just take from the family. She poured into the family as well. Cody says that Meri wants to reconcile and Cody doesn't know if that works for him. That's what he says in one confessional. He's going to say something else later on that I think I'm going to run into. Cody says that they've all changed, not just him. Meanwhile, Meri is talking about him and saying that she feels sad for him because of how angry he is. Robyn makes excuses and can't explain why he doesn't want to work on things and fix stuff with Meri. If he wanted to fix things and if he really cared as much as Robyn's trying to make it seem like he cared, then he would fix things. Robyn then lies to us and tells us that she didn't have any issues with her sister wives and that the whole issue, the whole talk about how she's turning Cody against his wives is bogus and that these wives aren't dealing with their issues, that they need to stop talking about her. And in that moment, we saw the true Robyn. I wish that they would stop showing Robyn in these confessionals, and I wish that she shut up. Because every time I see her speak, I know that whatever she's about to say is about to be manipulative and undermining and condescending, and she continues to get away with it. And it's infuriating to me. It is. She says little snarky things, but yet the wives aren't supposed to feel a way about it. Okay. Meri wants to know again why he's so angry. She says that she doesn't believe that he's sitting there laminating and being sad. Lamenting? I think I'm trying to say lamenting. And being sad that they're gone, because she's heard him say that he's glad that Christine's gone. If he really felt like he's so upset and he doesn't want to lose his family, then he would save his family. Robyn says that Christine has done some really bad things that really messed him up. That she destroyed his past and what he thought was a functional situation. And she basically said that every single minute of her marriage was horrible every single day. Now, Robyn don't really believe that, but anything to make Cody seem like the victim. Cody and Robyn are very good at being the victim. Robyn says that she had complaints, not just about her, but about Meri and Janelle too. Why say that? Robyn never took time to really speak to Christine about this situation. So her sitting here and being Cody's mouthpiece is pointless. This is the same man who sat there and lied on a tell-all saying that he was thinking about getting back with Meri the same day that she gave him the Rice Krispie treats. We later find out from Meri, and we see the scene, that on that same day, when she leaned in towards him and talked about, you know, embracing him and got closer to him, he pulled away. So how does that equate to him wanting to get back with Meri? And Robyn supposedly believed that. I don't believe that Christine said that every minute and every day was horrible. I do believe that Christine felt like certain parts of her marriage were very hard to deal with. And looking back and watching some of them, I can see why. So you want us to believe that Christine is lying and saying all these things. In her confessional, Christine says that they're making her the scapegoat as to why Cody isn't practicing his faith anymore, and it's not his fault. Cody, in my opinion, stopped practicing his faith when they left the church. That's when he stopped practicing. You're not with like-minded people anymore. You're just with your wives and their kids. So, like, what's going on there? Make sure I know white. Really? Where am I at? Meri says that she doesn't believe that Christine said some of those things, that she may have had frustrations, but she doesn't think that she said every day was horrible. But I wish Meri said that to Robyn's face. So why didn't Meri say it to Robyn's face? Why didn't Meri call Robyn out on it then right there? Why is Meri so apprehensive with the things that she says to Robyn? Maybe because she knows Robyn goes back and gives some different version of it to Kody. Meri said that she's had complaints about every single one of her sister wives, so she wouldn't be surprised if Christine had some things to say about her. Kody says that the ladies will never understand the struggles that Christine and him went through, that Christine wasn't meant for polygamy. I don't understand what's going on here. What is Kody's real issue with Christine? Somebody tell me in the comments down below, what is Kody's real issue with Christine? Because I don't understand it. Christine did a lot for the family, but maybe she just required too much of Kody. I don't know. But somebody please tell me, because I really need to know, because I don't understand why he's so upset with her. As they're sitting there in the restaurant, Janelle is excited to be sister wives with Christine despite all the crazy stuff. So even though they're technically not both married to the same man anymore, because we know Christine left, Janelle is still talking about being a sister wife. Meanwhile, we have Kody in his confessional saying that the mistakes that have gone on with the wives are mistakes that they've made together. And that every single wife in his family had the opportunity to have a great relationship with him. But the problem is that Kody, to me, got to a place where he didn't correct the mistakes that he made, and he didn't acknowledge when he made mistakes. He fell in love and things changed. Meri said that her and Robyn are the only ones in the family that are willing to have the hard conversations. That's because Meri and Robyn are the only ones willing to sit there and lie to one another. Obviously, certain conversations weren't had, because if you had certain conversations with Robyn, then the catfish would have never happened. Christine then brings up some things trying to shade Kody, talking about how every party that she threw, that Kody would just come and be a guest. But when it came to Robyn's parties, he was very hands-on. We've seen that. Christine says that Janelle doesn't want to get snarky along with her when talking about Kody because she still wants to be with him. I think that Christine needs to be careful about the things that she says until Janelle is ready to actually leave. So I can see why Janelle would say that she wants to be careful of the things that she says, and she doesn't really want to take in too much of it, because she wants to make sure that whatever decision that she makes, that it's just her decision. It's not because of what anyone else says. She doesn't want to be influenced. Janelle's not done yet. Not at this part of the episodes that we're seeing, because she still has one foot in and one foot out. When they talk about heartbreak and stuff like that, Janelle lets it be known that she wasn't heartbroken when she packed Kody's things. Instead, she felt like a weight had been lifted off her shoulders. She doesn't know exactly what they're doing, but she's not interested in a relationship per se. But she feels like this is a new chapter. She's looking forward to the summer. We find out she cried when Christine said she was going to leave. It was really weird because even Janelle and Christine, you could see she was going back and forth on what she wanted. So she still didn't come to the conclusions yet. At some point in the episode, Meri tells Robyn that she's going to need her to help her tell Cody about her plans to move her business to Utah. She said that she needs Robyn to help her explain it because Cody doesn't get her. And Robyn talks about how she speaks Cody. That's not what it is. You have an influence over Cody. It's not that you speak Cody. I don't understand how Cody and Meri were married for over 20 years. So it has to be like over 30-something years at this point. And he still doesn't get her. Did he try? Robyn says that even though she feels like he's not going to be bothered and all that other stuff, that he still cares and he still wants to be involved with her, because when he talks about Coyote Pass, he includes Janelle, her, and Meri. As she's saying that, Meri's like, there's no question, Robyn, that Cody is done with me. I want to know why Meri said that. Like, did you say it because you really felt that way? Or did you say it because you were hoping for Robyn to do like what she's done over the years and say that there's still hope? Robyn saying that he talks about her like she's still on the property. He still sees her there and all that other stuff. Of course he does, Robyn. He sees Meri on the property because he needs her money to secure that property and to build on that property. That's what it's about. Robyn says that she's trying to give her a little rope to hang on to. The rope is solely for the purpose of Robyn keeping Meri in the fold and keeping her money. Meri in her confessional says that she's heard him say things that were very unkind about her. So I'm confused. Because in one scene with Robyn, Meri's saying that she wants to keep a small place there because she wants to see if her and Cody could still like mend things. Like she has hopes that they'll be able to make it work. And here in the confessional, she's saying that it's clear where he stands with her because he's saying unkind things. So which one is it? Was this filmed after the confessional? Was it filmed after the original clip that we saw? Did you see previous season that made you feel this way? Because you're saying different things. She says on one hand, she's supposed to be a part of the family, but he doesn't talk to her. So then Meri goes, okay, well, as long as you and Janelle are okay with Cody, then he's okay with plural marriage and he's still in plural marriage. And she acts confused. What is there to be confused about? If Janelle leaves him, he only has one wife because he doesn't count Meri as a wife. In his confessional, Cody said it took him and Meri 7 years to get into a good place, the place that they are now. But he doesn't want to reconcile with her. It's not a good fit for him. Leave Meri. No home and Flagstaff staff is needed. Like none. Meri says she keeps her distance from the family to give them respect. Robyn is torn between telling Meri to go and get happiness and to stay. Meri says that she has a really good life. And she is to the point where she wants to be around people who want to be involved with her and enjoy being around her. And that's what she needs to do. Robyn ends it by saying she loves Cody, but she did not sign up for monogamy. She signed up for plural marriage, and right now she's feeling like she's in monogamy. She feels tricked by the people that she became a family with, and they're making decisions about her life that she did not choose. She's angry and she's depressed. She's angry because she's losing money, and she's depressed because she's stuck with Cody for 7 days a week. You guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. I hope this thing doesn't take forever to load, because I see I am at 45 minutes and I've never done this. Oh, before I leave, thank you all so much. I am at 199 subscribers, and that is insane to me, because it went from being at like 100 and I don't know if it was 115 or something like that, to a week later being at 199. Thank you so much for your views, your likes, your comments, and just, you know, taking time to watch, because you really don't have to. Until next time.